Welcome, tribe. Welcome to today's practice. My name is Alicia. I'll be guiding you through it today. So if you've not already grabbed your mat and gotten set up, let's get everything that we need set up and ready to go for our practice today. Make sure that you have some water handy, as well as any props that you may need that help enhance your practice. All right. Let's go ahead and actually start standing up today. We're going to warm up with our sun salutations. So come into the top of the mat in mountain pose. Relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. Engage the core, reaching the tailbone down towards the mat, reaching with the spine and the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. We're working the entire body. The quadricep muscles are engaged. The kneecaps are lifted, grounding down into all four corners of each foot. Take a breath here. Let's close the eyes actually. So just notice how you're feeling today, where you're at. If you're feeling nice and grounded and sturdy, or maybe if you're feeling a little off balance. However you're feeling is however you're supposed to be feeling. So just acknowledge it without judgment. One more breath. Allow the eyes to flutter open. And let's go ahead, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, hands to the mat, step the feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. So we've got plenty of time to run through your checklist of adjustments you should be making sure the fingers are spread wide on the mat. Allow the head to hang heavy, relax. Release the shoulder blades down the back away from the ears, lengthening through the spine, reaching up, 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 up with the hips, pressing back through the legs. Core is engaged, feet are hip distance apart. Nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, look between the hands. Let's go ahead and walk it forward, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, take your vinyasa. So anytime we say take your vinyasa, we're referring to an exhale for chaturanga, an inhale for upward dog, and then the exhale for downward dog. So you might hear an instructor say take your vinyasa or take your flow. Either one of those, that's what that's referring to. They're always optional. So if you want to skip your flow, you can go ahead and just come straight into downward dog. That's another option. Always listening to your body and honoring what it's asking of you. Let's take one more breath here. On your next inhale, look between the hands, walk, step, or float the feet forward into your half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step the feet back. Take your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. On our next inhale, let's sweep that right leg up, going towards the ceiling. Maybe circle the ankle, point the toe, flex the foot. And then bend the knee. We're going to stack the hips, opening up through the front of the hips. Now, if it's in your practice to come over into Wild Thing, you can. Or if you want to stay right here, that's another option. We're going to inhale, straightening the leg. Exhale, shift it forward, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale it back up. And exhale, bring it to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale across the body towards that left elbow. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, step it through, drop that back heel 45 degrees as we bring the arms up for warrior one. Nice deep breath. And then we'll bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Open up through the heart center, inhale. And then exhale, bring the chest down, humble warrior. Inhale it back up. And exhale back down, humble warrior. Inhale, bring the arms back up, warrior one. Exhale, release that left hand down to the mat as we bring the right arm up for revolve side angle. Try to keep that back heel down on the mat, energetically pressing the right hip back as we twist from the torso, opening it up, looking up at the right hand if possible. If you have high blood pressure, you can keep the head to the side or look down at the mat. One more inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to sweep the arms all the way up, coming into our warrior two. Adjust your stance here if you need to. So we want the front heel to be in line with the arch of the back foot, or if you want to go more advanced, you can bring it in line with the back heel. Coming down into your warrior two. Flip the palm, reach it forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Keep that bend in the front knee right where it is. One more inhale here. And exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg. We're going to shorten the stance here a little bit as we lengthen in the spine. And then exhale, reaching out over that right leg, coming into your triangle pose. Keeping space between the ears and the shoulders. Keeping space between the torso and the thigh. Press the hips forward. Bring the shoulders back. Try to keep everything in one line. And then we're going to go ahead and bend into that front knee. Either release the hand down to the inside of the foot, or you can bring the forearm to the thigh as we sweep the left arm through for extended side angle. If it's in your practice to take a bind here, you can. One more inhale. And then we're going to look down at the mat, step that back foot in as we bring our right hand down to the mat and come up into half moon. Trying to stack the shoulders. This is a really great pose to use your blocks on. All right, both hands coming down to the mat. Drop it down into your runner's lunge. Keeping the back heel lifted up off of the mat, let's go ahead and sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Bringing the hands to heart center. Shift it forward on that right leg, lifting the left leg, warrior three. If you fall out of it, that's okay. Just jump back in whenever. Practice makes progress, not perfect. Releasing the hands down to the mat. Lift that left leg up high, bringing the nose towards the knee. Try to come into your standing split. And then drop it back down again into your lunge. This time, go ahead and step the right foot back towards the left. Shift it forward and take your vinyasa. All right, maybe noticing here in your downward dog how you may feel a little different already on your right leg than you do your left. So let's go ahead and balance ourselves out. Inhale, lifting the left leg up towards the ceiling. Circle the ankle, flex the foot, point the toe, find some movement. And then bend the knee, stack the hips. Again, if you want to come over into your wild thing, you can. You don't have to. You could stay right here. And then we'll inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, bring it to the outside of the left elbow. Inhale it up. And exhale, bring it across the body. Inhale it back up. And exhale, step it through. Drop that back heel. Come on up, warrior one. Square the hips, relax the shoulders. Try not to overarch the lower back, keeping that back leg nice and engaged. Inhale, lengthen in the spine, reach up with the arms, and then exhale. Right hand comes down to the inside of the left foot as we bring that left arm up. Revolve side angle. Again, we're twisting here from the torso. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and sweep the arms up, opening up for warrior two. Again, adjust your stance here however you need to. Nice, strong, awesome warriors. Flip that palm up. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Bending down a little deeper into that front knee as we reverse. One more inhale here. Exhale, bring it back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Shorten your stance here a little bit if you need to. Lengthening in the spine. Exhale, reaching out over that left leg, coming down into your triangle pose. Make sure not to dump all the weight here into your leg. So maybe keeping the hand out in front, pressing the hips forward, bringing the shoulders back. And then from here, bending that front knee, release the hand either down to the mat or forearm to the thigh, sweeping the right arm through, extended side angle. Again, if a full bind is in your practice, feel free. One more breath here. And then looking down at the mat, step that back foot in. We're gonna bring the hand down and bring the right leg up for half moon. Trying to stack the shoulders here. I really recommend using a block in this pose until you feel really comfortable with it. Releasing both of the hands down towards the mat and dropping down into your lunge. We have the back heel still lifted up off of the mat here. As we inhale, sweep the arms up for crescent lunge. Relax the shoulders, engage the core. Hands coming to heart center. Shift it forward onto the left leg, lifting the right leg up for warrior three. Keeping the hips squared to the mat. One more breath. And then hands to the mat. Bring the nose towards the knee, lifting that right leg up in your standing split. And then go ahead and drop it back down into your lunge. Hands coming back to the mat, stepping that left foot back. Let's go ahead and take a vinyasa. All right, meeting back here in downward dog. Taking some nice deep breaths. All right, let's go ahead and shift it forward, dropping the knees, lifting up. We're gonna come into camel pose. So the knees are gonna stay even with the hips, keeping the feet either in line with the knees or bringing the toes together to create a tripod. Bringing the hands to the lower back, fingertips facing the floor. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades and the elbows together. As you exhale, you're gonna press forward with the hips, reaching up and back with the chest. Now, if it's in your practice to release the hands down to the ankles, you can, but if you notice your hips starting to come back, press them forward again. We want to keep the hips stacked over the knees. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready to come out of it, tuck the chin to the chest, hands coming back to the lower back, gently reaching up. Let's just go ahead and counter this real quick with the child's pose. Bring the knees out as wide as the mat as you send the hips back to the heels, releasing down into a quick child's pose, finding some expansion in that lower back. While we're here with the knees compressing the ribs, as you inhale, start to feel the space around the sacrum expand. And as you exhale, allow the breath to move out nice and heavy right at the front of the chest. All right, let's go ahead and lift back up. We're just gonna work our way onto our backs real quick. So bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, gently start to roll it down. All right. Walking the heels in towards the sits bones. We're gonna take basically 3 rounds of bridge right now. So I'm going to talk you through this for a second. We're going to be doing 3 rounds of bridge. However, on the second round of bridge, if you feel comfortable and confident doing a shoulder stand and plow, then I encourage you to come into your shoulder stand and plow on the second bridge. If you feel comfortable and confident with an upward bow or wheel pose, then I encourage you to take that on the 3rd round. If you're not comfortable with wheel or shoulder stand, then please just stick with your bridge until you've worked your way up. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're listening to our bodies and we're not causing any damage or doing anything to hurt ourselves. So from here, we'll take our first round of bridge, reaching the fingertips towards the heels. Engage the core on your inhale, and as you exhale, press those feet into the mat, lifting the hips up. You can take the hands and interlace the fingers underneath of the back, rolling the shoulders under. You want to be pressing the chest towards the chin, keeping the knees parallel, so don't let them come out to the side. You want to keep them nice and even with each other as we press the chest towards the chin, lifting up with the hips. One more inhale, and exhale, release it back down. Bring the arms out to the side and just gently allow the knees to windshield wiper side to side for a moment. All right, bringing them back to center. So again, this is our second round. So if a shoulder stand and plow is not in your practice, I'll say it again, please take another round of bridge pose. The same thing that we just did, okay? If you want to take a shoulder stand, Or if you want to work your way into a shoulder stand, we can press up into bridge first, bring the hands to the lower back for support, and then play around with it. Maybe one leg up, and then if you feel good, bring the other leg up and see how that feels. And if that feels good, then maybe try to bring both of the legs up, keeping the hands on the lower back for support, coming into your shoulder stand, or stay in your bridge. If plow is in your practice, go ahead and begin to release the feet down behind you in your plow pose. If you're in plow, let's go ahead and bring it back to shoulder stand, and wherever you are, we're going to gently roll back down onto the mat with our back. There we go. All right, arms coming out to the side. Again, windshield wiper the knees. You guys are doing awesome. All right. And back to center. Okay, round 3. So this time, if wheel or upward bow is in your practice, then feel free to come into that. Otherwise, take another round of bridge. Or if you did shoulder stand and it felt good and you want to do another shoulder stand, you can do another shoulder stand. So find the variation that fits your practice the best. That is key to having a successful home practice. All right, so inhale, engage the core, and then exhale, we're gonna press it up. Keeping the knees parallel. Three, 2, and 1. Lowering it back down onto the mat. All right, let's bring those knees into the chest. Give them a nice hug. Maybe rock side to side here. And then we'll take the hands behind the thighs. We're going to rock up and down, massaging the length of the spine on our mat 3 times. All right, you know what? I'm going to go for another one just because it feels good. And then lowering back down. Extend the legs out to your mat. Allow the feet to fall out to the side. Arms coming down beside you, palms facing up. Close the eyes. Shavasana. I will guide you into your relaxation. And then I will be ending the video, but please, please feel free to stay here as long as you would like. The eyes are closed. Nice deep breath, let it go. Allow yourself to sink deeper. Relax even further. Unclench the teeth in the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Soften the eyes and the forehead. Allow relaxation to move through your body like a wave. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was my honor to guide you through your practice. Namaste.